the fuck out of there. No cement. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how you can tie this fly in 5 minutes. I posted 2 videos. One that I didn't do as much prep as I did with this one, and that took me 5 minutes and 43 seconds. And you'll notice that 30 seconds of that time had to do with dealing with the flash, and another 10 seconds with a little screw up on the flash. But basically, let me just show you the fly. This is it. Give you a better picture. The finished jig from before. So I was talking to a customer, and he doesn't want a lot of flash on it. Personally, I'd like to put more than what he wants, but this is what he wants. He wants 4 pieces of flash. He wants one on the top, one on the bottom, and one on each side. And for the white fly, it's a little bit more complicated because there's 2 different colors flash. So basically, I'm going to take a silver, pearl, and a red, and put it on the sides and on the top. And when I say 1 piece of flash, or in this case it's 2, I'm laying it down, tying it in halfway, folding it over, and tying it. And I'm doing it after the first bunch. I'm talking now because once I start I'm not going to talk, just so I can kind of focus. Obviously, you want to take a look at what you have for a bucktail, and if this bucktail's going to cut it, or, no pun intended, or should you have another one. This bucktail is not brand new, so they're not always going to be brand new, so I'm better off using a used one that still has decent amounts of hair on it, just so you can see. So even though I've taken a couple minutes, you can watch the video and we'll figure it out from there. I'm going to actually stop the video, and then I'm going to start it when I'm ready to tie. So this will be kind of like an introduction, part 1. Alright, so let me stop it. Oh, I wanted to show you one other thing, what I did with the flash that I didn't do with the one that took me 5 minutes and 43 seconds. I don't know if you can see what I did. I just laid it out. I only laid it out for one fly. So if I were doing this for a bunch of flies, I would just cut all my flash and just lay them out like this so they're hanging over the table. So it's just easier to grab instead of having to cut it. I mean, the whole process here is to get this done as in a reasonable amount of time so everybody can make some money. And it can be done. But you're not watching TV while you're doing it. Alright, so off and back on. Off. And here we go. I cover about 3/4 of this rough thread base. Not a side-by-side, but a rough thread base. One of the most time-consuming parts is actually wrapping the thread. Now here's the biggest problem you run into is getting some brown stuff. So I did get some brown stuff in that clump. And this is obviously going to take away from the tie, but I'm going to put it on here anyhow. I make 2 or 3 little wraps. I spread it out. This is not a great sized bunch. So we'll see how long this video takes because I don't have enough to come down the other side. So I'm going to end up having to put another bunch. Plus I just dropped this, which is going to take a few more minutes. Alright, so I grab again, another bunch. And I don't really clean that much. Put on the bottom. Oops, the top. Put on the bottom. Couple loose wraps. Spread it on the side. Spread it on the other side. Take a look. Looks pretty good. Tighten it down. Do a quick look around, see if I need to put any more. Spread it up there a little bit. Okay, it looks good. Now put my flash on. Okay. One on the side. Pull it back. Grab the top. Top. Put one on one side of the hook. Grab one, put it on the other side of the hook. Not quite even, but someone's gonna notice that. Grab another piece. Remember, I'm grabbing 2 pieces of flash because this is the white one. It uses 2 pieces of flash. And obviously I grabbed a couple extra ones. And then the bottom. Grab one and one. Put it on the top. And then secure this well. I'm not using cement. So if you're gonna do some really decent wraps, get rid of this, get rid of that, and you gotta tighten it up real well. Or it's gonna pull out. If it pulls out, it's no good. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So I'm going about to the halfway point, and I'm going to put my final 2 bunches on, and I don't really have a lot of choices here. So probably should have picked a better bucktail. That's a shitty choice. I don't know what time. Now we're working for time here, but put this on the top. 2, 3. Roll it down this side. Roll it down the other side. Get this over there. See how it looks. Put another one there so it doesn't fall off. Looks good in there. Looks good down there. So one thing you want to pay attention to is this, so you don't have to go back and trim this. And it's still early in the morning. Alright, grab the last bunch. Trim it. Lay it on top. This one's usually pretty easy. Just slide down to the other one. And slide down to the other one on the other side. Spin it around, make sure it looks good. You gotta cover the whole thing. And with this one, looks good there. Looks good there. again, I'm having to trim. You gotta pay attention to that. That's gonna take your time. I don't know, again, what time we are at right now, but the trimming's definitely taken away from it. Alright, so now I'm ready. So now I'm gonna secure this baby. I don't know if using a rotary feature of the vise would make a big difference. It definitely didn't with the Renzetti. Oh, thread broke. Alright, let's say we do a tie off. Let's say that's enough. And just for the heck of it, we'll stop and see how long it took. I'm gonna have to watch the video to see how long that took, and I'm gonna do that in a second, but let's see what we end up with here. I would have wanted to wrap a little bit more. Obviously my tie off isn't great, so but it's definitely a good looking bike tail. There's no glue on it, so that's the second step. Second step, and we'll have to deal with that, and I get some ideas on that. So let me put this in the computer and see how long this actually took to do. Okay.